Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for joining me today. If you listen very carefully, there's no sound in the background because I have the house to myself and it's very quiet and I'm enjoying this little bit of peacetime. But of course, they're doing construction next door again on a Sunday, 7 days a week. I don't know people. I don't know. I don't know why I live in the city because I have an aversion to noise all the time, every day. Anyway, the reason I'm coming to you barefaced is because we are going to do a Boxycharm try-on from this month. I'm going to include one product from last month. And I still haven't gotten all of this paper that's stuck to my beautiful little train case that we got with our Boxycharm. I'm going to have to work on that because it remained sticky. Anywho, inside is all of the products that I thought we could do a try on. Obviously, I don't have a full face, but I'm going to do as much as I can on camera. One other caveat, well, one other disclaimer. My lips are bruised because I tried a lip plumper and it really works. It's a device, but I wasn't cautious and I did a little bit too hard and I bruised my lips. So that is what is going on up here, but I kind of like it. I wish it would last. I know it doesn't last. It only lasts for a teeny little bit of time, but you know, sometimes we gotta be careful. So in our Boxycharm, the first thing that we got was the Wander Lift Off Mask. It is a, what is it? It is a purifying and brightening peel-off mask. And I thought, why not? We got it in our Boxycharm, may as well try it. It is a shimmery pink color. And I was going to get my masking thing. Oh, how pretty. I was going to get my little mask thing, but, you know, the tool. But for these, it's easy to do with your finger in a squeezy tube. It has a very strong smell. I'm hoping that there is not alcohol in this, because I think I smell it. But I will look after. As I said, it's very pretty. Do you hear that noise? Isn't it absurd? Very attractive look if I do say so myself. You know that I mask every day and that I'm very critical of masks and I give you my honest opinion. So we're going to let this sit, but while this is just sitting for a minute, let's talk about what I am going to use today. So I am going to use the No Problem primer that we got in last month's box. I used it once. I'm on the fence about it. Then we're going to use the 15D Morphe Day Slayer palette, which I think is very, very pretty. We're also going to use the It Cosmetics cream. It does come in a jar, so I have just like a little scooper that I use so that I don't contaminate the product with my fingers because I have so many of them open. I'm going to try our Moda brushes today. I have been dying since I got it to try this Becca lipstick. The packaging is so luxe. It is magnetic. It has Becca imprinted on the side, and I got the most gorgeous, gorgeous nude color. I am so excited to try this on my lips. I'm praying that it's going to look good because this may become my new favorite pinky nude. We have the Cover FX face palette, which I'm anxious to try. I want to see how these highlighters, because they are a bit dark in my opinion. For my skin tone, I know this came in 2 shades, and I believe, hold on, let me make sure this is the light. Yeah, this is the light medium, but I really think that these 2 shades are on the dark side for my skin tone. Here are the 2 shades here, but we're going to try them together and find out. I do believe this bronzer will work well, and I know that the blush will work well. I'm still not sure what to do with the brightener shade. Could it be that I could layer it on top of the other 2 highlighters to make them lighter? We will try that. We also got this really cool thing, the iconic eyebrow cushion, which I have never tried an eyebrow cushion before. So we may have fun experimenting with this together. It's all fingerprinty. It's a fascinating product to me. I'm going to try one eye with the little tool that they gave us, and I'm going to try one eye with my own eyebrow tool. And then, yes indeed, we're going to try on the Lily lashes. These were in the name or whatever style of Gaia, and I'm holding them upside down. That's better, Leanne. So we're going to try those out as well, and then everything else that I did not get in the box, I will just do off camera so as to keep the video a shorter length. So let this sit. My phone is ringing. I'm going to go see who's annoying me, and I'm going to be back in a few. Okay. Hello, my friends. I am back, and I can't talk because this is dry now. So we're going to peel this off and see. It's basically dry. It's been about 15-20 minutes. And see how miraculous my skin looks afterwards. I find if you put these on, you have to put them on really evenly, because if you don't, then parts of it dry when others don't, etc., etc. Very easy to pull off, not painful in the least. It sounds so weird. My face feels tighter, I think, is a good way of putting it. Kind of soft, not as soft as some of other masks that I've used, but of course, you know, you're not going to see a miraculous difference in one little use of a mask, and this headband is killing me. I'm just wiping off any residue because I want to go in with my, you know, moisturizer. Okay, so let's try this Confidence in a Cream. I don't know how much confidence I have in it. I have not, as of yet, researched the ingredients. Some of their stuff is very good. Some is questionable. Let's see. Oh, I smell a very light fragrance. I don't think it has fragrance in it. So I just have one of these little spatulas that I got with my Clarins. I have gone through one, so I have an extra one. And these are great for not contaminating your product. It's very thick, which is what I like. I always take my creams on my décolleté and up my neck. And normally I would go through a whole bunch of other products on my face before I put my makeup on. But we're just going to be testing this one out today to see if you have a simplified routine, how just one cream during the day would work for you. It soaks in very quickly. Now I said, of course, I'm not going to be able to report back on if it works or anything like that. This is just the application of it, how my makeup goes on top of it, etc. Now I am going to need an eye cream, so I am going to step off camera for a moment and do that before I come back and put on the primer. Okay, my eye cream is on and it is settling in. I want to make sure it is fully absorbed because remember I said I was not giving up on this. This is the Tatcha the Pearl Cream, and I've tried it a million ways and I'm going to keep trying it again. I find that I have to use the teeniest amount, and then I don't know if it does anything, but at least it doesn't have that crepey appearance that I don't like. Okay, again, I go on with a lot of different things, and when I say I take the teeniest, that's what I have on my finger. And now you guys can tell me on camera if you see any difference whatsoever. Taking a teeny bit more. That was too much. I'm going to put on that eye. You know what I mean? Well, like, I think I even put too much there because it just kind of sits on top of the skin. But that's one eye and this is the other. And you guys tell me in the comments if you see any difference. I want to see in editing how it looks because I can't tell right now. Do the other. The problem with needing such a teeny tiny amount, I mean, it's a good thing, but they should have put it in a much smaller container, because what is the likelihood that this whole thing is going to go bad before I use it all? There it is, rubbed into both eyes, and I said I can't really tell. You guys tell me in the comments, please, what you think. Okay, my skin doesn't feel as moisturized as I usually like it, and I would also go with my primer spray, but for the sake of testing this out today, I'm just going to go in with the No Problem Primer. I shake everything, whether it needs shaking or not. That's just me in an old habit. I'm going to start out with one little pump. This is very silicone-y, not as silicone-y as a Smashbox primer. That is my go-to as a comparison because that is the most silicone-y or dimethicone primer that I own. So I compare everything to that. This kind of does have a plastic smell to it, but so does the Smashbox. It must be like the dimethicone scent. It's not balling up, which did happen the first time I used it, but that could have been a after effect of some of the other products that I used. It did go on nicely. It is on the moisturizing side, which I like. I got a little bit of pilling on there. Okay, so that is on. Do I have anything else that I have to do before I do? Yeah, no. So I'm going to go put my foundation on and I'll be right back again. Okay, my friends, I am back. So I am using my Tarte Face Tape Foundation, which, if you don't know, I actually really enjoy. I use the Marc Jacobs Coconut Setting Powder, and I went to grab my Laura Mercier A Under Eye Setting Powder, and instead I put on the It Cosmetics Bye Bye Pores underneath my eyes. So that gives a lot of flashbacks, so I don't think I'll be taking pictures with this. Like I'd really be going taking pictures anyway. I will tell you that my foundation did not go on as seamlessly and easily as it usually does. Now that could be two reasons. It could be that my skin wasn't moisturized enough because this is not moisturizing enough, or it could be the primer. So I will have to keep you updated and use it differently, each product differently, again, to see how I like it. So because I'm so pale, I do want to go in with this Cover FX palette, which I can't believe I actually called a Becca palette when I was first unboxing it. I'm so silly. So let me look at the two brushes that we received. I'm going to try this one. Even though it's a bit flimsy, I'm still going to try it out for my highlight. I think that would be most appropriate. And I will try this. This is not going to be a good contouring brush. This actually may be a really good, I don't know whether I want to use it for blush or highlighter. Or you know what? I'm just going to use it for the finishing powder, I think. Because, yeah, I think I'll use it for the finishing powder. I'm so confused, people. I'm going to try contouring with this shade with my regular Sigma, F94 brush that I do use for my contour. I want to see how it looks. Hold on. Oh, I thought it had a smell. It does not. The bronzer is very powdery, I will tell you that. Blends very nicely. But yeah, I mean, it's very powdery. I know it may look different. I don't have all my lights set up today. I just have one. Because honestly, it's a pain in the butt. Okay, that went on really nicely. Let me try doing it like all over the face and see what happens. Taking my regular Ulta bronzing brush. At least I didn't say blush this time. Okay, I think I like it. I think it's a great color. I kind of knew it would be, just judging from the color in the pan. Okay, I'm going to try this highlight. I'm going to take the lighter one, which is just called highlighter. Does it have a name? Called Divine. It's a pinky, and it did pick up light on this. A lot. Yeah, this is not a good brush because it's too flimsy to deposit color. I could use this, I think, for maybe doing finishing powder, maybe, I don't know. But it's not a brush I'm going to reach for all the time, I don't think. Let me take my SL Miss Glam brush and dip back into that highlighter. See, much better. Okay, this highlighter is not too dark. It's actually really quite nice, as a matter of fact. I'm going to take this brightener. Oh, that really makes your nose glow. Wow. I don't know what to use the brightener for because it actually is quite a beaming highlighter. I certainly wouldn't put it underneath my eyes. I don't know. We'll see. Let's try my blush. I brought a couple of different tools with me. I think this one, the name is worn off. I can no longer tell what it is, but I think it is one of the butt brushes I have a million of. I don't remember. If I can remember, I'm going to put it down. But it's a dual fiber brush, so again, very powdery. Now for me, my blush goes on differently depending upon the brush that I use. This isn't my regular blush brush that I use. I just felt like pulling out some different brushes today. Let me try my brush that I got for being a Rouge member. The blush is very, very pigmented. I'm just going to take my bronzer brush again and just kind of go over that a little bit. Okay, just to give you a swatchy again of this darker highlighter. I think it may work too, because I was really worried about them, and I kind of made the highlighter go away a little bit, but that's okay. So far this is great. I just don't know what to do with the highlighter powder. Now let's try a finishing powder, because the finishing powder you're supposed to use at the end, and my favorite finishing powder is the Milani Prep Set and Glow, and of course I just got blush on this by dipping in. But use a finishing powder at the very end to supposedly just diffuse everything. And yes, that's pretty nice. Okay, so far I like it. I don't know if I would have bought it for $45, but I'm actually very happy to have it. And this brush, it did do very well for applying the powder. I might even use that as a regular powder brush. This other flimsy one, I'm just, I don't know. See what I mean? It's just, it's too limp. Let's try this eyeshadow palette, because I've been waiting for however long, it's been a week since I got my box, to try this. And I'm very excited because it is a very neutral palette. And that's what I was afraid of, seeing it online in pictures. But now that I got it, I actually do like the colors very much. I just washed all of my eye brushes. That took like forever. I didn't even get to my face brushes. For my transition, I'm going to go into natural. I love that they have the names on here. It's fantastic. And I'm using my Sigma E35. So I applied to be a Sigma affiliate, and my application got turned down. But that's okay. I didn't really have too high hopes of getting it, but I tried. Can't blame a girl for trying. And I have not owned any Jeffree Star products. I'm just not a big fan, because I think I'm sure the makeup line is great, but I think he's just so mean and arrogant to his customers. Like, he has like the shortest fuse, and that's just not how a brand owner should act. But I really want to get my hands on his new Blue Blood palette. It's really calling to me. I watched his video, because he is very entertaining, I will give him that. And that palette really appealed to me. So I'm on the fence about whether or not I will purchase it. I know my friend Anya, she even has her puppy named after him, which I think is adorable. She's definitely going to be getting it. So maybe I'll wait for her to get it and let me know how it is before I go and get it. That one are really nice. I happen to like a lot of Morphe shadows. I haven't had the problems that so many people speak of. I'm thinking that, of course, it's a very typical look for me, but I'm thinking that I want to put this color, which is blend, on my lid. So I'm going to go more in the pinky tones, I think, and this is a more defined, is called, it is more of a pinky toned color for my crease. And I'm using my Carity brush. So guys, I have this video idea, and you'll have to tell me, and you can be completely honest, whether or not you want me to do it, because it's not for, I don't want to do it for any other reason except to educate people and just give you guys a little bit more of an insight as to what I go through on the daily and what it's all about. I talk about having an autoimmune disease, but I've never told you guys what it is before. And I've never really discussed it. And I thought I would do a sit-down video. Maybe you get ready with me so it's not boring and you have something to watch and listen to. But I was thinking about doing it and I wasn't sure if I was going to do it. I've been wanting to film it forever, but it's very hard and difficult, same word, Leanne, video to do if you think about it. But I will, listen to what you guys have to say, and if you want me to do a video on it, giving you some education on what it is and how it affects my life, I would really like to do that. So you guys let me know. This eye is always such a blending nightmare because it's more hooded than this one. So sometimes it's very hard to get them even. I'm going to use one of my kitty brushes. I'm actually going to wet it as soon as I can find my setting spray. Where the heck are you there? Actually, I brought my little baby bottle of Evian because this is perfect for wetting your brushes. I'm going to try this one again that's called Blend. I also just want to try with my finger and see what happens. A little bit of fallout when I did that. I actually really like it with my finger better. Or maybe not. Okay, now this side is not working as well. Let me try the Vintage Cosmetics brush for a second and see if that one works any different. I think if you have a sticky base, it would go on better with your finger. But on a dry eyelid, it did not apply well with just my finger. Now let me try again with my finger on top. It's add a little bit of something. Now the only thing I don't know, I'm going to try putting Spark on my brow bone. I don't know if it's going to work, but I'm sure going to try. This brush from BH Cosmetics is the best eyebrow brush that I could have ever hoped for. This may be too dark, but we'll find out. Yep, too dark. It's okay. I'm going to wipe it off, and I'm probably going to I'll use that brightener as a matter of fact. So before I do that, let me deepen up my edge. First I'm going to go into Sweet, or Not So Sweet. This one down here, and I'm going to deepen up that edge just a little bit. And I'm going to use an Ulta Beauty brush that's a little bit stiff. I'm going to go in back again to the palette with my Birchbox brush that I just received, and I want to take this color Forever above my brow bone a little bit. Just above this color. Kind of diffuse the darker one a little bit. This is actually a very good brush. I wish they sold them. I got this in my Birchbox specialty box that I just opened recently, and I would totally buy these brushes because they're soft, they apply the makeup well, and I like them. Underneath my eyes, I want to take in the crease, which is very cute. Again, I'm going to use my Vintage Cosmetics, and I'll put that on first. Now that that's on, I'm going to use the same brush because they're just blending together. I'm going to take Divine and put that just a little bit closer. Okay, now I'm going to go back into my Cover FX palette and use that brightener shade. Oh, and I just got it all dirty. Oh well. Using my, what are you? I think this is a Luxie brush. I'm going to put that in my inner corner. Now I'm going to take this BH Cosmetics brush. Yeah, this highlighter, brightener shade works excellently as a brow bone. I mean, look at that. That's gorgeous. God, that just sounded like a gigantic mouse outside. So now what I'm going to go do is I want to put on eyeliner, and then we're going to try these very expensive $25. $25 for these. No thank you. But I have them, so I'm not complaining. Oh, you know what I want to do before that? I want to do my brows first. I do want to try this little tool. I mean, they gave it to us, so why not try it out? It does click into place, and it's got this little brush. Do you see how it's like up on one side and flatter on the other. Cute. I love watching TJ Maxx hauls on YouTube, except they are all tempting me to go to TJ Maxx. And I don't want to go to TJ Maxx because I don't want to spend the money, but oh my goodness, the temptation. Okay, this works decently in a pinch. Now, it has a darker color and a lighter color. I'm going to dip into the lighter color first. Now, this brush is concave. It has like a little dip in it. I want to see. It is extremely wet. Also dipping into the dark. I don't feel that wetness. It looks like it's going to feel so odd, but I don't feel that wetness when I put it on. This brush is phenomenal. It's like so precise, especially on the point. This is going to be the interesting part. You know something? I think I like this. That brush, I wish they made it in a larger one. If they do, I need it because that is the most precise brush that I've ever used. I was afraid of doing the front part of my brows, that it wasn't going to be very precise enough, and it is. Now, granted, this is going to give you a strong brow, so if you like a very light brow, this may not be the product for you. Let me see if it's dried. It may take a few minutes to dry, so you may not want to be touching your brows right away, but I mean, you can tell me what you think. I happen to really like it. I might use less of the darker color, I think, but I can see myself reaching for this all the time. That is an ingenious product. I am going to go off camera, put on some eyeliner. I'll be right back yet again, my friends. Back yet again, my friends. I have brought two lash glues. I have my Tartist lash glue and my Duo. I'm most comfortable with the Duo, but I hate the applicator. And this one's okay, but I like the applicator. So it's a catch-22 situation. Before I put on my lashes, I just want to use this stuff that I got from Tarte. It's called the Sting Zing. You really feel this, let me tell you, but I like it. And it is a lip plumper. And you do feel this one, so if you do not, itchy ear, if you do not enjoy that feeling, then do not try that. Let's take out these Lily lashes. Again, I'm not a huge lash wearer because who has time? Who has time to put on lashes every day? When you get up at 4:30 in the morning, when you're running around, they'll probably bother me by the end of the day. So I have a bunch of lashes that I don't use on often. I do love the way my eyes look with them, but obviously they are shorter on the inside than they are on the outside. See how they fit? So basically, my eyes are larger than these lashes, so I'm probably going to have to draw a thicker line of liner for the inner corner. My hardest part with putting on lashes is that because my lashes are longer, I have a hard time getting very close to my lash line to do this. By the way, while this is drying, let me tell you, once your brows dry down, they don't go anywhere. They're staying. You don't need any other brush, brow tool, nothing. These are not going to go anywhere. They're not. Okay, I can see why people spend money on lashes if they are a lash wearer, because these are absolutely gorgeous. There is definitely a difference between the e.l.f. ones that I have and even some Ardell ones that I have and these. The lash band is so thin that it fits very nicely, and these are so light, they feel so comfortable on my eye. So if you are a lash wearer, I would recommend these. So that is the lashes on. I can totally see them though. It's so weird. Okay, this one feels a little bit more uncomfortable, as I said, because I can see it in my vision because they're so long. But on the whole, Very comfortable. Let me know what you guys think about them. I'll do a close-up. I'll try to zoom you in my editing. But let me know, do you guys wear lashes often? What do you think about them? How do you like them? Do you struggle putting them on like I do? I'll be very curious to know. I did bring out 2 lip liners because I'm dying to try this Becca lipstick. I find myself having to line my lips a lot more lately the older I get. But let me just try swiping this on first and see how it looks. That is so creamy and so beautiful. I'm going to try lining really quickly. Using the Urban Decay 24/7 liner in Stark Naked. This I absolutely adore. This is my perfect nude. I will continue to buy this when I run out of this because I can see myself wearing this on the daily. It is on the pricey side, I know that, but I mean, at least from, I'm looking in the mirror and I think it's like my perfect nude. It's creamy, it's comfortable, it's not very matte though, so if you like a totally matte lip, that might be something for you to keep in mind. But I really, really like it a lot, and for some reason I need more highlighter because I can never ever have too much highlighter on my face. And since we're trying highlighter, let's go on with a little bit of darker one. This one is a little bit dark for me, but I'm still going to be able to make it work, no doubt. Well, this was fun, guys. That is the end. I have tried on all of my Boxyluxe products that I got this month. I love getting the Boxyluxe because then I can do one of these videos. Sometimes we don't get enough for me to do a try-on video with it. I do have some other try-on videos coming up because you guys have amazingly requested some makeup looks from me, which honors me, and I appreciate it. I'm absolutely going to do it. So let me know. I would love to know all your thoughts on all these products, if you get the box, if you tried them, etc. You know, I love talking to you guys in the comments. I've been getting a lot of comments, so if I haven't gotten to you, I have to go back on my computer into my spam folder and everything, and I will get to your comment. I may be a week or so late, but I will promise you I will get to your comment and answer every single one. So whatever part of the world you are in, on, and around, my friends, I hope you're having an amazing day, an amazing week, and I wish nothing but the absolute best for you guys because I love you tremendously. I'll talk to you soon, guys. Bye. I'm going to go to Walgreens now. Okay, bye.